Hey everyone, welcome to the 53rd tutorial in Python and part 3 of the OOP series. In today's tutorial, we'll be taking a look at class attributes and instance attributes. So let's get straight into it.
Every object can store data, but where the data is stored inside the object or whether it's shared by a class, it makes a huge difference. You see, instance or object attributes are created inside the init constructor. So they're unique for every object, but attributes for a class are defined outside of the init constructor. So therefore, they're shared by all the objects. Let's look at instant attributes first. So as usual, let's make our class dog. Then let's put the instance def init self name. Now, of course, we have to set the attribute. So self.name is equal to name. So now when I make dog1 is equal to dog buddy and dog2 is equal to dog Jim. When I print dog1 name and print dog2 name, and when I run the code, as you can see, we get Buddy and Jim. So we can understand that the init method or anything inscribed into it, over here which is self and name and self.name is equal to name, it becomes unique for every instance, which is dog1 and dog2. And this is all because of self, because self makes it unique for everything. Now, let's change the code a bit. Let's make an attribute which is common for the entire class. So, as we said at the start of the video, we do it before the init constructor. That literally means you type it in before you even declare anything about init. If I would species is equal to Canis familiaris, right? So this becomes our class attribute. Note that this is a comment and it will not affect our code. So if I were to print dog1.species and print dog2.species, and to remove this to highlight our newly found code over here, as you can see, Canis familiaris, familiaris. So the class attribute is common for every object, but the object attribute, which is name, is only unique for that instance. And if you change the class attribute, it'll change for every object. For example, if I just change the species to a domestic dog, and now when I run it, as you can see, it prints out domestic dog 2 times. Because whatever change is made for the class attribute applies to every single object. Let's try to modify one attribute on one object. Look, let the species be Canis familiaris, as we saw before, and let everything be the same. But just a small thing. For example, let's say there's another species, let's say a husky or a golden retriever, and we want to type that in. But as we saw before, the class attribute is common for everything. So how can you change it for a specific object? Well, it's quite simple actually. Just type dog1. For example, I want to change the species of Jim because he's not a Canis familiaris, but he's a husky. So dog1 dot species. So we're accessing the class attribute of that object. And we're going to change it to a husky. So now when I run the code, as you can see, it changes. The species of dog 1 is husky, but the species of dog 2 is species. How can you actually see the attributes of all of your objects? Well, this is where we'll introduce a new thing known as dict. So what I'm talking about is this right over here. Dict, the dict method. So how do we do it? For example, we have the same code as before, but this time we only have one object, and we want to see what are all the attributes of dog 1. So we just had to print dog 1 dot dict. And if you want to see the attributes of a class, we just have to print dog dict. As you can see over here, if we declare the object and dict after it, it gives us the object attributes. But if you declare the class and then dict after that, it gives us the class attributes. So if I were to run the code, as you can see, since it's a dict, we can infer that it's a dictionary, which we can see right over here. So if you look at the code, we can see that the only class attribute which we have given our code is the name of the dog, which it showcases over here. Name is Buddy, the key value pair. But if you look at the class, the module is main, the first line number is 1, which we can see over here, and the species is Canis familiaris. This is a class attribute common for the entire class, and in it is giving the function for dog at this point. And the attributes mentioned are name, and that's it.
If this video broadened your understanding of class and instance attributes, well, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. And be ready for the next OOPS tutorial.